What's going on, everyone? Lamar Harris, aka DJ Noonie, here with another episode of Off Track. I know I've been away for a while, but I've been reorganizing, restructuring some things, so I'm back at it. So as always, make sure you take a moment to subscribe to the channel so you can be notified about alerts. Make sure you follow me on social media at Lamar Harris 314, and when you get a moment, stop by and visit my website, thelamarharris.com. So with the weather kind of being a little bit rainy this weekend, I decided to take a moment and actually take a few days and binge watch some stuff on Netflix. And one of those shows was the Umbrella Academy Season 2. The Umbrella Academy Season 2 is based on the book by Gerald Way and Gabriel Bay. It's a very interesting take on the Dallas story. So this is actually like book 2. If you haven't read the comic, I would definitely recommend reading the comic book first, or actually just watch the show and then go pick up the comic book later. That way you can kind of see what they left in, took out, what they kind of changed, flipped over, did some different stuff with, yada, yada, yada. But it's definitely like worth a watch if you're looking for a good superhero fix. Also, I think that, you know, it's one of those shows that actually like kind of can hold your attention for a while. The acting at times can be kind of suspect, but the plot for the most part is okay. It's some things that makes you kind of question, like, why did they make this choice? Why didn't they just do this? And it's pretty interesting. So again, I would recommend giving the Umbrella Academy Season 2 a watch since it is out on Netflix. It just dropped on July 31st. The other show that I am watching, or getting ready to watch, I should say, I actually kind of scrolled through like a little bit of the first episode, but is Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. This show is written by F.J. DeSanto, Brandon Easton, Calvin Hignite, George Christic. I am a fan of Brandon Easton, so I was definitely going to watch this series. It is a classic take on, you know, the never-ending war between the Autobots and the Decepticons. You know, Transformers, you know, they tear up the planet, then they have to try to come to Earth. You know, it just goes on and on. So I am excited to see what this particular show is going to do differently or do exactly kind of like the original story.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
I just love that. Another show that I kind of went back and watched also a little bit just because I love the soundtrack is Luke Cage on Netflix. The soundtrack is actually done by Adrian Young and Ali Shaheed from Tribe Called Quest. I love seeing them, and I love the renditions of how they take a lot of different samples and remakes and just original sounds and just like combine them to like make this dope soundtrack for Luke Cage. And the show actually isn't too bad. I hate that we didn't get a chance to see a season 3 of it. I do hope that they do put Luke Cage in the Marvel Cinematic Universe because I am a fan of Luke Cage, the character in general. However, the soundtrack is pretty dope. It features people like Raphael Sadiq, Rakim, Catfish, and a bunch of other great artists. So if you haven't checked out the soundtrack, definitely do so. Snatch you a copy of the vinyl version if you're into vinyl. But that's some of the stuff I have been doing this time of my Netflix binge watching due to like rainy days here in St. Louis. Well, that about does it for this episode of Off Track. And as always, make sure that you're being safe and that you're being productive during this time, and make sure that you stay on track by staying off track.